Hello friends, welcome to Uniquely Series. My name is Kelly, and I have two daughters with Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. Do you want to come say hi?
Hi.
Come here. Come here. Say this.
I'm Sydney.
Is Sydney. This is my youngest who has Ehlers-Danlos syndrome type 3. And then, does Sissy have it too? Does Sissy have EDS like you?
Yeah.
Yeah, she does. So today, what are you trying to get? So, Minnie Mouse. So today we're going to talk about Savannah's feeding tube and then what insurance covers. But we don't have to pay out of pocket.
This is Minnie Mouse.
You have Minnie Mouse stickers. So we're going to talk about that and talk about what insurance does cover. And then I'll do a separate video on what we have bought. What we have bought to help with the progress or with the process of having a feeding tube. Also, this is part 3 of a 5-part series. So if you haven't seen the first 2 parts, I will link them down below for you to be able to see what we talked about, why my daughter has it, and what we do. Yes, and what we do to what we do when her tube needs to be changed. Oh, did it fall? The formula that she receives is called Kate Farms, and it is this formula. It comes in this big box, and these are what it looks like in the inside. In her feeding tube, she gets 3 of these a day through her night feeds. This formula is specifically gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free. It's made from, right here you can see where it says probiotic formula, plant-based, complete protein, made with organic rice and pea protein. Originally, Savannah did get Pediasure, but she had reactions to it, so she is now on Kate Farms and is doing amazing on the Kate Farms. This is the feeding tube that Savannah uses. It is a 8-fringe. It is a 8-fringe kangaroo polyurethane feeding tube. It is clear with just a purple line through it. And this is what she puts down herself, is this NG feeding tube that she has. Now this feeding tube does not have a port at the end, so she also gets, so with this NG feeding tube, because there's no port at the end, it's just a screw top, she also receives this adapter. And this is what the adapter looks like that she uses. It screws on. This part screws into this end. And then there's the port for her feeds to go in. This is called a Y-port female in-fit adapter. The next thing that is sent in with her feeds by insurance are these syringes. These are the large syringes, the 60 mLs. Again, these have twist top, so they fit into her NG tube perfectly with no issues. They just screw in. So we get these 60. So we get the 60 ml, and then we get these little ones that are 6 mLs, and we get 4 of each a month. Now this is also something she receives through insurance. It's called a feral bag. It is her gastric relief bag, and so it just hangs with her feed bag. This is different from her feed bag. This bag that she gets, it's this clear and blue bag that she gets, is hooked to her feed bags so that if she has a lot of gas or pain or discomfort, the gas and air and things will go into this bag. If she's having trouble and she is refusing, as I call it, her feeds will go into this bag instead of her throwing up. And side note, really cool note, her GI doctor in Cincinnati developed these. These are her doctor's Dr. Farrell, and these are his bags that he developed. Okay, this bag is her feed bag. And with this bag, this is what her feeds go into, and it connects to the Farrell bag that she has. Now, this bag is called the Intra-Light Infinity feed. This is the feed bag. Now, you may be wondering, what do we do about the syringes if she has her port? Do we always unhook her port? No, we do not. We have discovered that these will remove. So every day when we change out her bags, we have been saving these to add to the syringes, because this twist end right here that's into the tubing will twist in and will make the syringes have a point to slide into the port instead of having to remove the adapter part every time. So these are the 3 things that insurance has sent to us to apply the NG tube to her face. This is a Duoderm, which is supposed to protect the skin, and then these 2 dressing retentions. We do not use these unless we just have to. We use the other ones because Savannah has an adhesive sensitivity, and with that sensitivity, we have found that she can't use these, and if she does, not for very long at all. Now, the other thing that insurance covered was her pump and this IV pole. This IV pole is a travel one that folds up, so we are able to travel with it. Sven is outside drawing right now while I'm recording this. And the pump. And here shows her feed bag on the pole hooked up. And this is the Farrell bag that is hooked up. And it connects in this Y port so that it becomes one and is hooked up to Savannah through her here with the adapter.